Joining us from Phoenix City, Alabama, is Eugene. You see, on September 19th, 2020, Eugene was pleasantly surprised when her son, Nicky, stopped by to visit her at work. At 2:45 in the afternoon, she told Nicky she loved him, asked him to be careful, and said goodbye. At 3:40 that same day, Nicky died in a motorcycle accident. Now, in the rubble of this tragedy, there could be a bright spot. A woman named Stephanie has a 3-month-old son named Rhett, who she believes Nicky fathered. But Eugene wants DNA proof before she can open her heart to Stephanie and her potential grandson. Watch.
Losing a child is, it's something that no mother should ever have to go through. I never imagined losing my son. He's so young and vibrant and full of life. I never thought that he would just be gone. When I received the phone call, my son was tragically killed on a motorcycle. I couldn't believe it.
A Phoenix City man is dead following an accident with a motorcycle and car. Muskogee County Coroner Buddy Bryan says he pronounced 30-year-old Nicky Wright dead.
I think about him all the time. I wake up thinking about him. I go to sleep thinking about him. It feels like a nightmare. I want more than anything to find out that Stephanie's son, Rhett, is Nicky's baby. But Stephanie told us that Nicky wasn't the father, and then she changed her story, so now I just don't know. I cannot get attached to this little boy until I know the truth. I see Nicky and Rhett in the eyes, the chin, but I worry that maybe I'm seeing something that's not there. Nicky didn't have any biological children. If Rhett is his son, it won't replace Nicky, but it'll mean a part of him is still here.
You knew Stephanie, right?
Yeah, I knew that they were together for a little while.
So initially what happened was, and Stephanie was upfront about this, she told Nicky that she was pregnant, and
Right.
she said, however, when I first went to the doctor, the dates kind of added up to my ex, and so he's
Right.
going to be the father, and you're not the father.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went.
So then she kind of left town. Nicky
Yes.
didn't want her to leave town, but she left town to go be with the prospective father. And she goes to a doctor's appointment down there and finds out, oh my gosh, the doctor says it's a different conception date than I thought.
She thought she was doing what was best for the baby. And then shortly after that, she had called and said she had the dates wrong and that it was Nicky's child.
As I understand it, she had the baby. Nicky was able to see the baby right after
Right.
the baby was born and before he
Right.
died, just days before he died.
Right before he died. He had told me, he said, Mom, Stephanie had the baby. You want to go with me to see him? And I said, yes. And we were going to go that night, and something came up and I couldn't go. And I said, we'll go Monday, son. And, well, he went on without me. He come back to my house, and I said, did you see the baby? And he said, yes. And I said, well, what do you think, son? Is it your baby? And he said, yes. And then Saturday comes, and he died.
Have you seen Rhett?
I have seen Rhett. He looks so much like Nicky.
The twist to this story is you had another son named Brett, right? And
Yes.
Brett was on my show 10 years ago and was proven
Absolutely.
not to be the father of a little girl that he was raising.
Yes.
And I'm sure that news kind of affected your family.
It devastated us. Absolutely. And we don't want to go through that again.
So you're hoping and praying that Rhett is Nicky's.
Absolutely.
So when we
This
come
would
back,
be my first grandson.
we're going to talk to Stephanie, and we're going to finally solve this DNA mystery. So before the break, we met Eugene. 3 months ago, Eugene lost her son, Nicky, in a tragic motorcycle accident. And sadly, Nicky was unsure if he was the father of his ex-girlfriend Stephanie's son, Rhett, leaving this paternity mystery unanswered. So we gave Eugene a grandparentage test with baby Rhett. We're going to have the results in a moment. But now coming to us from Smith Station, Alabama, is Stephanie. So everything that Eugene talked about, that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
What did he talk about in terms of the baby? Did he believe that Rhett was going to be his or not?
Once he's seen him and all, and I would send him pictures after I had him, he was real eager to know if he was his and, asked a couple times, well, when are we going to do the DNA? And
So tell me about the day that he met Rhett.
I texted him Me and my sister went out, for a little while, and I texted him and was like, "Hey, I'm in town. Do you want to see the baby?" And just right away, like, he was like, "Yeah, where are you at? I'll meet you right now." And he's seen him for a few minutes, and I didn't have to ask, "Do you want to come by the house and see him later?" or anything. It was just like, all right, well, my mom gets off at 4, so we're gonna try to come by then. But that turned into, the following, after the weekend, but he had passed that Saturday, so.
That kind of hit you hard when you found out he died?
Yeah.
Were you all hoping to get back together?
Yeah. Even if Rhett would, come out and not be his, I know that if he was here, then he would still, step up and be there for him.
Yeah. You say in a way that Nicky saved you. What does that mean?
In my past relationship, it wasn't a healthy one at all. And, I just needed to get away. And I had called him, and he came and picked me up. I packed my bags. He picked me up, and I didn't leave his sight for a while.
All right. I think the time has come, okay? And I know Lou Jean wants an answer. I know you want an answer. And so we want to give it to you. And hopefully, I know my viewers and I all want the same thing for you both. This is a remarkable story about, unfortunately, the death of one person, and maybe, possibly, he can be the father of Stephanie's child. Okay, I have the answer. In the case of 3-month-old Rhett, Lou Jean, you are the grandmother. This is the best news I can give you.
Yes.
And I'm sure that you, Lou Jean, and you, Stephanie, now have a bond that can't be broken. And
Absolutely.
and not only that, Lou Jean, guess what? Your son has a son. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Thank you all. You are not the father.